number 4 is going to be a relay. However, each athlete must complete 1 round, and they must complete their full round before tapping their teammate to go next. The order in which the athletes go will be determined by the handstand walk, handstand push-up portion. The person that's taking on the 3 handstand walks will go first. The person taking on the 2 will go second. The person taking on the 1 will go third. So at 3, 2, 1, Adam will proceed, or athlete 1 will proceed to the 2 kettlebells, where he will complete 32 kettlebell deadlifts. For the 2 kettlebell deadlift, he must lock out at the top. Notice at that lockout, his shoulders are above his hips, are above his knees, which are locked out, are above his heels. He must create that straight line. When he goes back down, he will touch both kettlebells to the ground before standing back up. If he wanted to, he could touch them in between his feet as a sumo style. As long as he's reaching this full lockout at the top, that's what we need to complete each rep. After he completes 30 reps of the 2 kettlebell deadlifts, he'll proceed to the wall for his wall balls, which will be 30 reps as well. Standards for the wall balls. He'll pick the ball up. His hip crease must go below his knee. He will throw it to the eyes of the jaguar if he's a guy, to the nose of the jaguar if he's a girl, making sure each rep gets to that height. Any reps that don't reach the required height or the hips do not drop below the knee will be a no rep. Weights for the 2 kettlebells and the wall ball are the same for everyone on the team. Once Adam completes his 30 wall balls, he will do 3 handstand walks. Now, the handstand walk can be subbed out for times 10 handstand push-ups. So right, if Adam's athlete 1 and he had to do 3 handstand walks, he could also sub that for 30 handstand push-ups or a times 30 multiplier for push-ups. So person 1 would be doing 90 push-ups. If he's going to do the handstand walks, pretty obvious what a handstand walk is. The standards for where you start and begin though will be turf width. So when starting on this side, he must just make sure that his feet do not come onto the turf. He may reach out with his hands as he goes up onto the turf. You can begin. He'll kick up. Wait, Jesus Christ. He'll walk across the turf until both hands touch the rubber on the other side. If he got to the other side, right? Some part of both hands must make contact with the rubber. The hand doesn't have to clear it. Fingers can get across the line, is absolutely fine. You may not get to the other side and rotate out of it, touching your feet. Both hands must make contact with the rubber. On top of that, because this is the way it's set up, there's going to be a divider line in between these pillars, and 2 teams are going to be working in this lane. You'll have a chalk line drawn on the ground in between the 2 lanes. If during your handstand walk, you step on the line or outside of your lane, that's a no rep. You must proceed to the starting position before beginning again. Handstand push-up. If you're subbing out handstand push-ups, the set starts in a fully locked out position. You cannot kick up while you're on your head. Adam's head must touch the ground. He then must find full lockout at the top of the rep, heels against the wall, arms locked out, and head in line with his shoulders, right? He can't keep his head and body back against here. That would be just like doing a push press like this. We must see that full lockout position with both heels against the wall. If he finds full lockout, but his heels are falling off the wall at the same time, that's a no rep. The rep wouldn't count. He must proceed. Looking at push-ups, if you're subbing out push-ups, women may do them from their knees, men must do them from their feet. Chest makes contact with the ground, and we see a very clear lockout of the elbows at the top. Chest makes contact with the ground, clear lockout of the elbows at the top. If you're going too fast and the judge cannot clearly see that you're locking out your elbows, those will be no reps. After that, you will proceed to your pull-up bar. 4 toes to bar. One athlete will complete 30 toes to bar. One athlete will complete 20 toes to bar. One athlete will complete 10 toes to bar. Just making sure on those toes to bar that we're making contact with both of our feet up on the bar at the same time, and that Adam's heels are breaking this plane as he comes back each time. He's not just reaching his feet out in front of him and contacting the bar. Then the athlete will finish with either 60, 40, or 20 double unders. The requirement for the double unders is they must be unbroken. If you are 57 reps into your double under and you trip, you start back at 1. Same thing for the 40, same thing for the 20. You can take a ×3 penalty and do single unders, but those must also be unbroken. So if I was the 60 double under person, I'm gonna do single unders. I would have to do 180 unbroken single unders, 120 or 60 unbroken single unders. Score is the total amount of time it takes for all 3 athletes to complete their round. Good luck.